Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm glad to have you with me, whether you're brand new or you've been with me since the beginning. Today I'm making a pocket letter for Midge of Midge's Mountain Crafts. Midge, if you haven't already received this, you don't get to watch this video, so go ahead and turn it off. This is a process video for the rest of you. I did the front of the pocket letter and sped it up about 3 times. And if you've been watching my channel, you know that pocket letters I'm new to. I wanted to make one for my Secret Santa person who was This Mama Loves Disney. So I made one on my channel, and that was like my practice one, and gave it away. And then I made one behind the scenes that you can see over on her channel. And then this is my third one. I kind of love them. I'm having fun with them. I think they're fun. Midge is doing a challenge on her channel for Christmas pocket letters, and I have Christmas stuff kind of strewn all over, and I just thought this would be a good way to use it up. And if memory serves me, Midge likes gingham. I couldn't remember for sure, and I don't have very many Christmas papers, you guys. I have a ton of winter, right, because I'm a blue lover, but I don't have a lot of Christmas, so that's why you're seeing some of the same color schemes repeating, because it's probably from the same collection that I used before. But I brought the gingham in because I think she likes it. And Midge likes a lot of color. She's not like a tone-on-tone mellow person like me. She likes a lot of stuff going on. And so in this pocket letter, I've brought in white and cream and all the reds and all the greens and gold and glittery red and some silver, just really to mix it up for her. I put a sticker across the bottom on the outside, and then I'm putting those cute little puffy stickers with Santa and elves, and those are pebbles. I'm not worried about which collection is which, just if I like it and I think it works. This is the first pocket letter, I think, where I've put stuff on the outside, so I'm sort of experimenting with that. But I still don't know if it's really tall, then how do the people get the stuff out of the envelope? So I don't know. I was trying to figure that out. You can't like put a giant sticker over the pocket unless you turn it around. I don't know. Here I have the wood embellishment star is from Dollar Tree. It was in a pack, very inexpensive. And then I'm using a whole bunch of snowflakes that my friend Noni cut. She is a die cutting fiend, you guys. And she just loves to take beautiful papers and die cut things and layer them. Here are some poinsettias that she cut. And I think before I used Wink of Stella and maybe some glitter on the poinsettia, and this time I hit it with Heidi Swap Gold Color Shine. Just, I was trying something different. I hadn't put that on there before, and it's a little damp because I'm impatient, but I wanted to get this put together. And there are leaves for the poinsettia, and I was trying to figure out what to do with that Merry Christmas, and then I had that little red glitter banner, and I was just experimenting. And I wanted to do one of the pockets where you could see through it, maybe a shaker, maybe something like that. And here's a bit of lace that I picked up at Art Salvage in Spokane. Yesterday I posted a video from there, and that place was amazing. A thrift store of craft supplies. Every time I find one of those places, I'm so excited. That one was small but mighty. So if you are near Spokane, Washington, you should go. Okay, now one of the things I'm doing is I'm just looking around my counter every once in a while. So I don't have a lot of experience gluing lace. I don't want to use a lot of glue and have to wait, so I put in a tiny piece of double-sided tape to hold it down. It was really narrow, so I thought I could pull it off. And I like that. It just added a little texture. Oh, there. I spilled a whole container of snowflakes and thought I'd show you guys the truth. I cleaned them up now because Wilson would lick them and eat them, I'm sure. Then I found some angels in the bottom of that. I didn't use them, but in this video, we're just doing the front, so maybe we'll stuff those in the pockets. Here are some treasures that I think I just decided to stuff it with, not use on it. And like I said, I'm just going through all the Christmas stuff that's out on the counter and looking around. For pocket letters, just get creative. I looked through my papers to find a red gingham. It wasn't necessarily Christmas papers. You could make hearts out of anything or stars. And if you didn't want red, you could do silver and blue. You could do purple, whatever you want. I'm just looking at the Merry Days things. That pink embellishment that I just put on there, it doesn't totally go, but it was fun and I put it on. And since I know that Midge is not afraid of color, I just went for it. I wanted to use, I have quite a few of these shakers, and they're just so cute that I wanted to use a couple of them instead of just one. And just like making cards or anything, you should be a little careful about just taking your giant stickers and sticking them down and really think about the layers. I'm guilty of that because right here I should have thought a little more before I glued this down and looked at where it was going to land. I spent 50 minutes, I think it was 50 minutes of footage doing the front, and then I sped it up for you 3 times and then edited some parts where I wandered away to look for something. So I was kind of challenging myself to get moving, to get it done, to make a decent video where I just kept going and I wasn't staring at things, and also to not overthink it. And I think sometimes when you're doing a new project, that's harder. I am not good at stuffing the pockets, you guys. But I don't know. I hope I'll get better with practice. And that big snowflake is going in there, darn it. See, I wanted one that you could see through. Kind of like, not necessarily a shaker, just different. And I used similar papers on the rose, but you don't have to. You could use all different papers. Here, I'm just looking for a piece of paper to wrap some fibers around, and the packaging had kind of a cream color on one side, and I wanted that to go with those Christmas papers. The back's white, but that's okay. And then I just looked around on my counter, and I had some Walmart ribbon with candy canes that I don't know what I bought it for, but I haven't used it. I know I've had it for a couple of years. So I'm trimming that off, and then I went and grabbed a bit of Hermodotto, which you probably don't have in your stash, but it won't be permanent. So Midge will be able to pull that off pretty easy and it won't cause a problem when she gets it. Then I wanted to use these stars, but I didn't think about how thick they are. So I think I only went around twice and then it was super thick. So it's not a real long length. She might already have those. So if she does, then it's okay that there's just a couple. It's just cute. And then I added some of the silver. And then I still had room on the card, so I was trying to think of what else I have that she might like. And also, because I didn't tape these down, one way to do it would be to just get some masking or scotch tape or to tuck them and have it tighter. Last time I did this, I used a much thicker board, like a chipboard, but then it was too thick to fit in the pocket nicely. And so this time I used thinner paper because I wanted it to be able to add more to it. Then the whole thing's a big floppy mess. Don't take 3-dimensional silky ribbon and try and wrap it around a cardboard. It does not work well. That white one is very slippery. So then I took a little bit of this eyelash trim that I got from Susan Tootsie Tucker in My Secret Santa and just tied it up to kind of hold it and secure it, and it's adorable. It's a little less attractive once I shove it into the pocket, but you get the idea, right? So then she has some different fibers in there. And it's front and back, so I didn't worry about, having a decorative piece on the front. I just used it as the fibers because it's just so thick. So I don't know what I did with the paper from there. I probably just tossed it to the side. And now I'm trying to put my poinsettia together because I think it's a little drier. And I did hit it with a heat gun. That was probably one of the things that I edited out because I wandered away and didn't know why. And then I have the leaves and I look at it and it has some gold, but I did that before, right? So I didn't love it. Didn't glue it down. It's a really good idea to just lay things down and look at them and see if you like them. Then I moved on to the other section and decided I was going to use that Merry Christmas. Whether the Christmas fit or not, I was going to make it work because it's pretty cute. So I just put it at an angle and I actually sort of squished the font. I just kind of took it and went shh. So it's a little tighter, but it fits. And then I put the Merry right over the top of it. Now, it does get lost a little more in the gingham than I planned, but in person it doesn't fade out as much. There I grabbed, this weekend I made tiny rosettes, and I was thinking about using those as little accents. and I didn't love it. I don't love it with the poinsettia because it's too small. The poinsettia needs something a little bigger. And the heart on that Merry Christmas is felt. It's really thick felt. It's very cute. Then I have those tiny little rosettes. And look, I put a little Santa on there. I like that one. Puffy stickers on rosettes. You can't go wrong with that. And I'm using way more glue than I would normally use, just because I'm kind of in a hurry and I want it to stick together, and it's very dimensional. So it's not like paper on paper with a card. I have 2 staples and a puffy sticker and ruffles. So normally if you're just gluing 2 flat things together, you don't need that much glue. I also put tiny glue dots on each side. If you combine wet adhesive and dry adhesive, then the glue dots or the dry adhesive will hold everything in place until the wet adhesive dries. And then I keep putting snowflakes on and letting them hang off the edge, and I think that's okay. It doesn't show really well in the video, but all the snowflakes are sparkly. They're either white sparkly or red sparkly. They bring in some sparkle. Then I'm looking at the stickers that actually go with that paper collection, so they have the same colors. And I had looked at them earlier, so I sort of knew I wanted to use that village across the bottom. And this one says something about the magic of Christmas. And I have to tell you, I've never put a sticker on lace until today. But I just threw some glue in there and did it. If nothing else, it's a pocket letter, right? I don't know if it would hold up as well in a journal, but the pocket should hold it. I think it'll work. If you haven't tried pocket letters and you're a little bit nervous, just go for it. They're fun. Look at me gluing with my left hand. Things are getting crazy. I didn't like the way that big snowflake and that big shaker went onto that card. 2 big things, nothing going on. And I've seen Cruising with Crystal kind of gave me the pointer to use more sentiments and get some more text, not just picture after picture. So I brought in text with my stickers and kind of fixed the places where I thought that layout wasn't good. Sometimes I glue things down and shouldn't. Here, I glued down the snowflake, then I put the sentiment down, then I didn't really like it, so I solved my problem by pulling the envelope off. Which you can do. It's on a glue dot, or foam dot. I should have taken that foam off, right? It's a pocket letter. I need it to be a little flatter anyway. So I'm trying to figure them out. And sometimes I'm super picky about whether my reds match, but I don't think Midge is. I think she wants a lot going on. I mean, you've seen her amazing jewelry, right? This is not a boring lady. She is over the top wow and likes a little bit of punch. So I try and keep that in mind when I make stuff for people. Right? I'm sure when Tanisha K looks at this pocket letter, she knows this one's not for her. Oh, but there might be a blue one in my future. I think pocket letters might be a great way to clean the craft room too. You can just take everything that's on the counter and glue it down, or the table. So what I did was the small rosettes were too small. The big ones I made this weekend were too big. So I just grabbed some red crepe paper that was on the counter, ruffled it behind there, and I just wanted it on, sorry, that's the old dog. You know, you just let her be. I just wanted it on one side so I could have the leaves on the other side. And just so it was different. I don't want all of my pocket letters, or when I use an embellishment, I don't want to use it the same every time. I like to have some variety. I couldn't figure out where to put that flag, so I just shoved it in the back. It should stuff it. So here you can see, this is how I'm going to leave it for tonight and let it all dry, and I'm sure I'll add lots of tiny stickers and embellishments when we're stuffing it tomorrow. And we'll fill up the back with goodies. I love that. Enjoy the magic of the season with the little Santa elf, and I think those are pretty fun ones. That shaker on the right, that one could use a little something more. And here I just zoomed in so you could see the dimension. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see how it turns out, come back again.